Hello my friends, my name is LaZeR. Welcome back to another Transformers unboxing video. You may remember from my last review video I did of the Comic Cave Studios Optimus Prime, which was a good video. It hasn't got much views, but you know, it's still a good video I think. But today I thought we would review another Transformers model, and today we have a very special character because we have the one and only Bumblebee. This is actually the Bumblebee from the actual Bumblebee movie that came out at Christmas in 2018. So I'm really excited to actually get this open and show you guys, because this is actually a really well detailed model. It's not as big as Optimus Prime, actually it's like half the size of Prime, so this is actually a very small model, but the detail in it is fantastic and it's great. And it was made by a company called ThreeA, and ThreeA do a marvellous job when it comes to Transformers. I think they do like some superhero style figures, I think, but I know that they do well on their Transformers model, so thumbs up to ThreeA. But the box itself, I mean, it doesn't feel expensive. It feels like any box should be, really, but it doesn't feel as expensive as the Comic Cave Studios Optimus Prime box. That feels like it can last forever. This feels like it can only last about a few months and then it has to be thrown in the bin. But I'm going to do everything I can to look after this box. I mean, there are a few damage to it during the process of shipping, but you know, at least it wasn't me who did that. But as I said, like, there's a little bit of, you know, small damage to the box, but you know, you can't you know, blame that. I mean, the box does feel kind of cheap, but you know, you have to work your way around that. So the 3A Bumblebee. Bumblebee was actually a character in Transformers, as you all know. He's a very well-loved character, I think. He's like one of my favourite characters. I mean, who does not like Bumblebee? But the new Bumblebee movie itself, it's very funny and it's very emotional as well. There are a few bits of the movie where it really gets to my heart, and then you just fall in love with the character so much. And there are a lot of cool fighting scenes, but most of all, it was just not just a great Transformers movie, but it was just a good movie in general, so I'm glad I actually have this Bumblebee. So anyway, let's open it up. I mean, you guys don't want to hear me talking about the whole movie, but there's like a little door you can actually open up, and it's got like the Autobot logo, obviously, and you've got Bumblebee nice in his little package. I mean, as I said, you know, he's very small. He's not as big as the Common Cave Studios Optimus Prime, but it's still a fantastic model. Actually, it is actually very heavy, I'm not going to lie. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get him out of his box and just review it, and that's what normally an unboxing video is. So you don't want to hear me talk about Bumblebee. Let's just get it open. Let's do it. So here it is, the 3A Bumblebee from the movie Bumblebee, and the detail on this thing is absolutely insane, and you've got so many different kind of, you know, parts to go with him, and you've got so many different kind of hands. I mean, you've got this hand, which is just the like a normal relaxing hand, and you've got this I mean, sadly the fingers don't move, so you can't actually have a cool little pose with this little finger. So all of them are just are solid pieces, which is a little bit of a shame, but never mind. We've got this kind of hand, which is like a big, ooh, hi, give me a high five, you know. Well, actually, it's not really a high five, because it's a high four, because he's only got 3 fingers on 1 thumb, so high four. But you also get like his little fists. So look how cute his little fists are. That looks so cute. And as I said, like, you know, the arms move, the legs move, and like, you know, his head moves. But we'll get into that in a minute. I just want to show you the pieces it comes with, and it's got these funny looking doors you can actually attach to his back, because Bumblebee does have. Look at it in focus in there. Can you get in focus? There it is. And it actually, like, I love how it's got like this see-through like bit of plastic, and the detail just on the door is amazing. You can actually put those on the back of Bumblebee, but Bumblebee didn't actually have his doors like that in the movie. Weirdly, he actually had his doors like this, which is, I'll probably get it closer so it's in focus. Come on, get in focus. In focus. In focus, there we go. But look at that, look how funny that door is, and apparently that goes on his back, and I've never seen Bumblebee with his doors like that. It looks kind of interesting. So I think we should put these doors on rather than the other ones, because this is what you look like in the movie. So you know, just following up what the movie did. So let's put that back down there, and you actually get, this is what I really like, I actually get the masked on Bumblebee. We actually get his little cool mask, if you can zoom in. I'm sorry that it's out of focus. Can you get in focus? There we go. Silly camera. And this is a really cool mask, and it's got like these little things on top, so you can actually move them, and that's a Bumblebee. Look at that. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't actually fall off my fingers, because this thing is very awkward just to hold with just his head. But look at that. There's just so much detail, and yes, the lights on his eyes do light up, but I'll get into that in a minute. But that just looks so cool. I really like that. But I also like this. This is actually his gun he uses in the movie, and it's a very odd looking gun. If you can't really see that, it's just, come on, you silly camera, get in focus for me. There we go. But look how funny his gun looks. I mean, I don't know if you can actually see, but his gun actually in the movie comes out of his hand. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but you can actually see he's got like his I think that's his finger, and that's another finger. I think think that's his thumb right there. I think I could be wrong, but I think that might be his thumb. But you can actually see like where his hand was, and that looks just so weird looking. But it's such a cool looking gun, I think. But unfortunately, the gun doesn't light up. But you know that would be cool if like if it glowed in orange. But you know you can't put bad bits on this. I mean, the detail in this thing is just fantastic, and I love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the doors on Bumblebee. I think we should go for these ones. I will put these doors on later on, because, you know, I just want to see what it looks like with these little guys on, because, you know, why not? And we'll change his head, and as I said, you know, I'll probably move Bumblebee closer so you can actually see the actual model itself. But look at that little face. Isn't that let's move these little guys up. There we go. Look at that. Now that's a Bumblebee face. That's a face that everyone just loves. And it's so cute. And, you know, as I said, there's so much detail. I mean, his arms are fantastic, his legs, and even his feet. His feet are so different to the Bumblebee I know. But I just love that, because Bumblebee was a beetle in the movie. And it just looks, they look like my shoes, actually, because I have, like, those big white shoes. I don't know if you guys will. I won't show it in video. But that actually looks like my shoes. I actually like the feet on that Bumblebee. This looks really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Bumblebee, you know, we're going to put his doors on, and then we'll give him like in a cool fighting pose or something. So let's do that now. Right, so I've put the funny looking doors on, the ones that look like they're folded in, and they actually do like move a little bit, so you can actually, if you wanted to, you can actually move his doors in the position you actually want it. But what we're actually going to do as well, I'm actually going to promise you guys, I'll turn on the light so you can actually see what Bumblebee's eyes look like. So to do that, you see this little Autobot logo on the top of his head. What you want to do is actually, it's a little button, so you press it once, and his lights on his eyes light up. But see if I move it closer, you can actually see, but it might go out of focus. Oh no, that's in focus. But look at that. That's just, and you guys, as I said, you can actually move his head around, so you like, you know, move it side to side, you can rotate it, you can move it around, and it's just, it looks so cute, and it just looks amazing. And look at that. Oh, so cute. I mean, this is the Bumblebee that I prefer out of all of them, to be honest, because it's just a so friendly face, and as I said, this thing's actually, it's got a little bit of weight to it, so this model is actually pretty heavy. I mean, some parts are actually made of real metal. I mean, most of it is plastic, but I can tell there are, I don't know which bit, but I know the feet are made of metal, because, you know, they feel a bit cold, because plastic's warm, but metal's quite cold. Anyway, let's turn the lights off, and I was thinking of actually changing his head to see what it looks like with his mask on. So to do that, you just have to gently pop out his head. Oh no, he's headless. Bumblebee's been decapitated. No! And you just pop in this badass looking head. I mean, look at that. That just pops in like that. There we go. Just a little clip. Oh, but look at that. That looks just so cool. Oh, that's amazing. And to operate the lights for this mask, it's exactly the same, but it's a little bit more tricky, because the lights actually go down and into the head. But the thing is, the button is actually above the mask. We'll have to gently, because this button is a bit awkward than the other one. The other one's much more easier. There we go. So this, for the button, you actually have to push, not in, but you actually have to push the button down to actually make the lights sort of turn on. I don't know if that's like if that's for every model, or maybe it's just the model I have. I don't know. But there it is. Look at that. And you actually see, like, because you know, bees have, like, they live in like some sort of, like, what's it called? They live in a hive, don't they? And it's like a beehive, and it's like those like funny little like shapes. But you actually look in them. I don't actually know the name, but you know, if you guys know that's congratulations. But if you actually look in the eyes of his mask, you can actually see there's like funny little shapes that actually looks like a bit where the beehives look like, but I don't know if you actually see that. But look at that. It's just the detail just in the mask is amazing. I love that so much. But oh, he looks like he's ready to kick some ass. And I think we should actually give him his gun. I think that would be a good idea. So we'll give you guys a quick look at the articulation he has. You can move his arm up, you can twist it, you can move it up and down, and you can move it in. So it looks like he's about to, like, it looks like he's about to, you know, he's defending himself. So, you know, it's like a war, and it's like, back off, I'll sting like a bee. But in order to actually get his arm off, you just gently give it a little bit of a twist. There we go, and his arm just comes off, simple as. And you just gently apply his gun, which you, there is actually a way of putting the gun on. I think it goes on this way, I think. So just gently give it a twist. And now he has his gun. Look at that. He's ready to blast some Decepticons. Look at that. Pew, pew, pew. Look at that. I love it so much. So, and as I said, I almost forgot about a very important piece to this model. It actually comes with this amazing... Oh, I'll move Bumblebee out of the way. Sorry, Bumblebee. It comes with this amazing looking stand, and you can actually move the stand forward and backwards, and you can actually move it up. So you can actually have Bumblebee look like he's like jumping in the air, and like, you know, he's like whee. But to do that, yeah, there's actually a little piece on the back of Bumblebee. It's actually his bottom, believe it or not. But you take this little piece off. I don't know if I can do it. I don't want to do it without breaking Bumblebee. Sorry, Bee. Let me just get you off. There we go. So that piece comes off. And then what you do is you just pop it in this little clip here. I don't know if you guys can actually see this on camera, but you know, I'll do my best to show you. So pop that in there like that. There we go. So you hear a big click, and now Bumblebee, if we just move the stand up and lock it into place, he's actually in mid-air. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you know, it's because it's out of the camera shot. But look at that, that looks fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be playing around with Bumblebee a little bit, and I'm going to get some really cool pictures of how like all the different poses you can do. So I'll get to that in a second, but I just want to say to you guys that this is a fantastic looking model. I mean, I think it looks great. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I love the movie just itself. I mean, the movie was great. I loved it, and the model it's got, as I said, it's got a bit of weight to it, so I like that. It feels like, you know, if it accidentally gets dropped, I mean, I don't feel like anything parts will break, so that's a good sign. So good job, 3A. I think that's the name of the company. No, it's not A3, it's 3A. It says it right. It says it right there on the on the stand, so that's good. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with it a bit, get a few cool poses, and I'll get back to you guys in a bit. I said that wrong, but never mind. I'll see you guys in a few bit. Okay, I've done a lot of playing around with this thing, and I've found a pose that I actually think works quite well for me. He's actually on the stand, and he looks like he's actually jumping in the air. I'll hold the stand up so you guys can actually see. He's actually being held up, which is pretty cool. So I think this is the pose I kind of like the most, because he looks like he's jumping and shooting his amazing gun. Look at that gun. And I really love his mask and the design of his mask in this movie. It was just, and on the model, of course, it looks fantastic. And he's got his little lights on, which is cute. But this is the pose that I like the most, and he's got like his little cool little fist there, so he looks like, you know, I just love everything about it, to be honest. I mean, that's all I've got to say, and this is the pose I'm thinking of keeping it in. It's gone a little bit out of focus. Let me just sort that out. There we go. There it is. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, I think this is a fantastic looking model. I mean, I just love everything about it, the design, and just the whole thing. It's just fantastic. But if I had to choose out of Optimus Prime or this, I really couldn't say. I mean, this is kind of small, so it kind of works for me, so there's not a lot of moving around, and it doesn't feel as delicate as the Comic Cave Studios Optimus Prime. I mean, 3A do a fantastic job when it comes to their models, but as I said, this doesn't feel as delicate as Prime, and it is kind of small, but I guess that's what makes it more, you know, more special and more cool. But I really like it, so I think they're both equal best in my opinion. But if you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys do like this model, then please click that like button and just leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll read it, and I'll see what you guys. I'll just read your opinion, see what you think of this model. But this is the oh, I just got a text message. I just got a text message while just making this video. Brilliant. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Take care. As I said, leave your comments down in the comment section below, and I'll read it. And until then, have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.